So let's take you live to the northwest now, where eNCA's Michael Appel is standing by for us. Michael, the last time we chatted, I heard you were standing near a mall. Tell us what's happening from where you are.
Yeah, Mega City Mall. I'm right here on the intersection where that mall is. And as you can see behind me, Gift, if you'll just take them into that. I think the visuals are almost self-explanatory. The situation incredibly volatile at the moment. There are two Inyalas on the scene, one Inyala going in there now to try and disperse the crowd. There's a palisade fence that's been set up with a burning tyre in front of it. So, well, there's palisade fences on both sides, and looks like they've used concrete dustbins to wedge those up. And just speaking to some of my colleagues who were here just about 30 minutes ago when there was probably hundreds of people that had gathered outside this mall. The police came in very quickly, dispersed them there, so they've fallen back to their sort of default position, which is, let's call it 800 meters from here. And that's where they were probably about an hour ago when we last spoke, Joanne. And there were a whole bunch of people here with their buckies, and people were drinking, and it is the weekend after all, but I think there were more spectators than anything else. And those that are intent on getting into Mega City Mall, that is what the police are looking out for at the moment, Joanne.
So that obviously would fall in line with the pattern of looting we've seen over the past few days in the province, Mike. How easily could they access that particular mall, given the fact that although we are seeing a police presence here, it isn't particularly large, but there appears to be a fairly sizable crowd they have to keep under control?
Well, they accessed it last night, I can tell you that. We were here at 6 o'clock this morning, and they had torn down the fences, and they managed to get into the back of the Pick and Pay. And then they also vandalized and broke into a number of stores. But I'm told there's only 6 tenants currently at Mega City Mall, so a lot of the shops, there's just rubble inside. There were lots of shops broken and some shops vandalized there, and they managed to get in there last night. But I think the numbers have been beefed up significantly. So I think tonight may be a bit of a different story, and there's going to be a lot more of a fight put up if they want to get in here. I think there has been an acknowledgement that this is the one location that the protesters are focusing their energy on at the moment. And as darkness falls, I can tell you, it's going to be a scary place to be on the streets of Mahikeng tonight.
Well, we know it's always particularly difficult to police that kind of area in the dark. But we also know that a few hours ago, protesters were saying if there was not going to be a resolution by this evening, they were going to intensify their protests. We've just heard from the ANC's Mahikeng that there probably isn't going to be a resolution this evening, Michael.
Oh, Joanne, that's not going to go down well at all. I can tell you that. This afternoon there was an expectation, an anticipation building up that potentially by some miracle the protesters saying that they were going to get this positive outcome, that everybody who's taken to the streets, well, let me not say everybody, but the majority of those who've taken to the streets with a genuine call for improved service delivery and for the Premier to get the boot, they are certainly going to be rather disappointed at that. And Kabelo, who I spoke to earlier, those visuals you saw earlier where we're being pelted with rocks, that's a very volatile area, and those residents there saying that they are definitely going to escalate action tonight if there is not a favorable outcome from that meeting. And as you say, Mahikeng, the ANC spokesperson, they're saying they're not going to get a resolution tonight. That's not going to go down well at all.
I think policing just got a lot harder in that area. Michael Appel, our reporter, live to us from the scene. He's fairly close to that Mega City Mall, which police fear will be stormed in just a short while if they don't intervene.